Things were still uneasy on the island of Sodor. Since Thomas ran away at Christmas, the Ffarqhuar Branch had been cut off due to repairs to the bridge. The Sodor Bus Company was hired to take passengers in the Sodor Road Freight Company to carry the stone from the quarry. To help speed up the process, Glyn had been brought in to help move the trucks onto the bridge as he was the lightest engine on the line. Thomas had just gotten back to Dryore and saw the Fat Controller waiting.
"Hello, Thomas. I see there is some trouble,"
he said while looking at the angry passengers standing on the station. "Yes, sir. It's difficult with the bridge being shut and the roads having repairs as well."
"I see. I wonder what we could do."
Thomas looked at the Fat Controller and then had an idea. "Sir, I noticed the bridge was able to support the cranes in Glyn."
"Yes, it can support the cranes and the light engines. That's why Glyn is shunting the supplies onto the bridge to speed things up."
"Well, sir, I have an idea." Meanwhile, over on the Brendan branch, Salty was trying to teach some engines how to work the harbour. Bill and Ben were working in the docks as their quarry was shut for blasting. Normally they wouldn't shut as the blasting would happen deeper in the mines, but as they were opening a new tunnel, it was unsafe to have the twins moving about.
No, that truck has to go over to the Montague, to the far side of the dock.
Oh, you said it was for the chevron?
No, Bill's truck is for the chevron.
I am Bill.
What? I thought you were Ben.
Only joking, I am Ben.
Those two are getting annoying now.
You're telling me. The Fat Controller arrived and watched Bill shunt some passenger coaches for Edward. Porter came up next to him.
"Hello, sir. Is everything okay?"
"Yes, I'm watching the twins. How are they doing?"
"They get the job done. Besides a little crowded with myself, Salty and Harvey, as well as those two."
"I see. I like how Bill is shunting those coaches."
"Oh, he learnt quickly, especially after the accident."
"Accident?"
"Yes, sir. He shunted them a little too hard last week and derailed the last coach. Thankfully, we had Harvey to derail it."
"I see."
And he walked off, leaving Porter rather confused.
"Watch out!"
Bill shouted as he chased after some runaway trucks.
"Oh no!"
And they ran right into Porter. Once the dust had settled, the workmen ran over to check on Porter.
"I am sorry, Porter. I thought the brakes were on when I went to get them. I bumped them too hard."
Porter didn't reply. He was too focused on the workmen climbing over him.
"It's pretty bad, my boy. Your buffers are broken and it looks like your brake hose has a cut through it."
"Oh, great." And he set off for the works. Jeff had just gotten back to the works when Porter came in.
"Hello, Porter. Had an accident, I see."
"You could say that." And he told Jeff.
"Oh, those two come in every now and then. I'm fond of them. They liven up my day when they are here."
"You Brits are a confusing lot. If we played these sorts of pranks back in the States, our engineers would give us all hell."
"You have to understand, Bill and Ben don't get out much. They need some fun in that quarry of theirs."
Porter just groaned. He'd hoped they would be gone when he got back. The next day, Bill and Ben woke up to find their fireboxes heating up earlier than normal.
"Oh, what's going on?" No idea, Bill."
"You guys are going to the Ffarqhuar Branch."
"We are leaving Brendan? Cool. I wonder what they will need."
They left the docks, passing Porter. "See you, Porter. No breaking those new buffers."
"Thank the President there is a God."
The twins headed towards Elsbridge. Waiting for them was the Fat Controller.
"Hello, Bill. Ben. I need you to work some passenger trains for me."
And he explained what they needed to do. Percy had gotten some coaches ready for them and watched them couple up.
"What a funny train, Mummy. There are 2 engines on it, and they are so small."
"I know. I wonder why that is."
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now be running regular passenger trains to Dryall, as well as the current replacement bus services where you can change onto timetabled services down the Ffarqhuar Branch. We apologise for any inconveniences caused by recent track works. People started to board the twins train, and upon the whistle they set off.
This is amazing! We are finally passenger trains, Ben! I know, Bill! Better than brake van specials!
As they got to the bridge, they slowed and crossed carefully. The workmen watched for any sign the bridge couldn't take the weight. Thankfully, the bridge held.
We did it, Bill! We did it! I know! Now let's get to Thomas!
And with that, the twins headed on to meet Thomas. As they pulled in, the passengers cheered. "Thank you, little engines. Now we can get to work and home on time." Bill and Ben smiled. And after Thomas came and passengers swapped onto their train, they headed back to Elsbridge.
Well, did your run go well? Oh yes, it did, Percy. I want to go again.
Over the next month, the twins, the branch engines and Glyn kept running the branch line along with Bertie and Bulgy. But soon the bridge was done. The buses, Percy, Glyn and the twins sat in Elsbridge Yard waiting. They heard Thomas's whistle off in the distance. A small crowd had gathered on the platform. As Thomas came into view, everyone cheered.
Hello guys, it's great to be back on this side of the viaduct.
The engines kept talking for a while, and soon had to get back to work. Edward took Glyn back to the works to be used as a shunter. The twins went back to the quarry and Thomas let Percy take the next passenger train. All the passengers were happy, and soon everything was back to normal. That wasn't until Emily joined the team, but that's for a story for another day.